Hi, I'm Jamie Williams.
I'm Stephanie Olson, and the title of our group was Building Trust Through Relationships. We were at Emmanuel RTC on November 13th. We had 3 girls and 6 boys, and some of the backgrounds of the individuals there at RTC was depression, traumatic brain injury, anger management, and there was one grad student that participated in the group, and then 2 staff were at the desk nearby observing the group, and the group did a great job, and we did not have any situations that called for staff to step in. Participants engaged in a paper, glue, and crayon activity that focused on relationships in their lives. They then participated in a game focusing on trust and its importance in a relationship. The game required partners to navigate each other around an obstacle. One individual was blindfolded or they had their eyes closed, depending on whatever they felt most comfortable with. And then the other partner directed them around the course. And then the main goal of the group was that by the end of the session, participants will be able to write down 2 ways that they can create or develop trust with others to promote social interaction.
So for our group, we needed to have construction paper, crayons, glue, and then a bandana for the obstacle course. And then we also had a poster board, a beach ball, and then some cones. We purchased everything except for the cones for $15 total at Dollar Tree. And then the cones we borrowed from the pediatric department, and you could probably get those at Walmart for around $5 to $10. So our first activity was an icebreaker to get to know all of the participants and to have them get to know the leaders. And so we threw around a beach ball, and the beach ball had 4 questions on it: favorite color, favorite song or movie, favorite thing to do outside or in their leisure time, and their favorite board game or computer game. So the second activity we did was a craft activity, and we had a group poster that looked like a tree, and the trunk of the tree, we had the word, kids come up with words that help them to build trust, or words that describe how they trust others. And the individuals then decorated leaves that they were given. They each had 3 leaves and put one name on each leaf of someone that they trusted or an important relationship to them, and then they decorated the leaves. And this activity helped the participants to see that the trunk is things that support them or build trust, and all the leaves are the relationships that trust is important and the people who are there to support them in their lives and occupations. We discussed before and throughout the activity that the participants keep comments appropriate and on topic. And this picture is an example of the poster that we did, but we did not use the one that we did at RTC because it had personal names on it, and we wanted to keep those confidential for the obstacle course of the participants. The co-leaders partnered up the individuals, and this activity was designed to help them learn to trust in a controlled and safe environment. It can be hard to trust, especially when you have experienced tough situations and or have a mental illness. By helping them to learn trust in the controlled environment, they will be able to take what they have learned and build trust with others outside of this environment. We discussed before and throughout the importance of keeping their partners safe. By keeping them safe, they were able to better build trust. The participants were given the option to use a bandana or just to keep their eyes closed, unless at any time they felt unsafe, and they were encouraged to open their eyes. They went past the start line and went around cones. They then stepped over a line, went around a chair, stopped and hopped 4 times, then they turned around 2 times, and then they crossed the finish line. So we believe this group was good for occupational therapy because through our scope of practice, it allows us to use creative occupations or activities to meet therapeutic goals and participation of occupations. We had numerous sources, but 2 of them that we noted were Davis and how we learned how to build rapport, and through building rapport, we can build trust. So as co-leaders, we help to build rapport with our participants, and then the participants will take that and hopefully use it with their peers and others around them. And then a second reference was Kiel-Hofner, and Kiel-Hofner provided information about therapeutic communication, and building this trust will help participants to build strong social communication and optimally perform their occupations. Therapeutic communication is essential, whether it be verbal, nonverbal, therapeutic listening, asserting, or providing clients with that feedback. So as we went through this group, we were able to provide them with feedback about ways to help build trust as well as help others to trust them. And so with that feedback, then they also gave us feedback about their thoughts. And so just kind of along with that rapport still, we were able to use our understanding of therapeutic communication and occupations to help target an area that we felt was essential and important for the participants of this session.
The grad student gave us positive feedback as far as keeping the participants on task and keeping the session positive. And we were discussing things that helps create or build trust, and they were saying some negative words, but we helped prompt them and expand their thinking in a positive way. And then some of the strengths was we felt keeping a positive environment would have been important, and we kept the individuals engaged by helping them to prompt their success in the session by making sure they had a safe environment and addressing any potential safety hazards with activities. And then if we were to change things, we would rearrange the room just so that the tables were able to see the crafts activity a little bit easier, and then they weren't in the way of the obstacle course. And then we would also use name tags to help us better prompt the individuals and get their attention.
So throughout our session, we were able to discuss all the activities and continually discuss how the participants would be able to build trust or learn how to continually work on that with their relationships around them. And so by the end of the session, we felt like they had been engaged the whole time, and we kind of went around the circle, and everyone told us ways in which they can they've learned about trust and or can better trust others. So we felt like our group was successful.